Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of Norwich City Career Mode. In this episode we will have 3 games, the first of which will be against Leicester, coming to take them on at Carrow Road. We go into it with 2 CDMs today because we picked up the gutting news last episode that Mbokani would be out for 5 weeks, which would accumulate to about 3 games. So very disappointing news there. So a mountain to climb for Leicester because they've only scored 3 goals, which is the worst in the BPL coming into the game, and we've kept the best defensive record. So in the 21st minute I was surprised if Leicester would score, and they didn't. In the 45th minute they hit us with the real scare as Nathan Dyer gives the ball to Matty James, goes down the right side, whips it in towards Leonardo Ulloa, but luckily John Ruddy, Big John, gets a foot on it and we clear it away. In the 82nd minute Timo Werner picks up the ball, goes for the shot, is blocked, and we win ourselves a corner from that. And in the last chance in the game would not come in the 90th minute, it would not come at all. Unfortunately we do draw 0-0 here with Leicester. It's a better result than what Norwich got in real life because this game for me actually happened yesterday and Leicester won it 2-1 when they probably didn't deserve to. They maybe did, maybe didn't, but then Hooper goes up to 75 overall, Van Wolfswinkel goes up to closer to 74, so it's really good progression, yeah. And here Marin Sarr and Redmond all go up just a teeny bit. I love the training. What I'm going to do next episode, I'm probably going to buy Scout Future Star and Focus Training, or one. Well, I'm definitely going to buy one because I really want to get this series on the road, and that would be a nice thing to do. Focus training, I'm not sure what it does, I just obviously know it makes it better. And Scout Future Star, because I haven't done any youth scouting so far, that would be a nice thing to get in. So now we do have a game against Newcastle, coming to take them on away from home at St James's Park. The first chance will come in the 30th minute as it was whipped in towards Sissoko. Ruddy makes a good save in goal though, and I'm not sure what minute this is, but Newcastle get the ball with Cisse, give it back to Gouffran, and unfortunately our defensive record cannot keep us hanging on here, and Newcastle do take the lead at St James's Park. Really disappointing to give this away, to be honest, because it did take a deflection. Ruddy, you probably think if that didn't take a deflection he could have done better, but it didn't manage to pick that out in the highlights. So in the 78th minute Nathan Redmond gets on the ball, gives it to Wes Hoolahan, he gives it to Martin Olsen who shoots on his left foot. But unfortunately the Swedish legend can't do anything with it, and from the following corner we can't do anything with it as well. So unfortunately we do lose here. Not so often, because basically we always draw, and that's something we're going to have to change. But disappointing 1-0 loss. We just, for some reason, cannot score goals at the minute. I'm going to try my best to fix that. We have another training session. Marin Sarr goes up in El Rondo, even though he got an F, which is disappointing. And then we see that Vardis Ofoe is back from his loan at Rotherham, and he has gone up to 75 overall. And also Mbokani is back from injury, but he is not fit enough to play this game against West Brom at home at Carrow Road. This game hasn't happened in real life, but Norwich have played West Brom at home in the cup, which Norwich absolutely demolished them 3-0. I was there. Brilliant performance from the Canaries. And this is interesting. Solomon Rondon, probably West Brom's, is it their record signing? Appearances 8, goals none. So we basically didn't want him to score, and we should probably keep a clean sheet here. So going into it with our full squad, once again, obviously Mbokani not back. That's something that when he is back, we will start beasting again. In the 5th minute, Sessegnon would pick up the ball on the right hand side, tries to beat Russell Martin. He does beat Russell Martin, gets inside the box, really good chance for him, but for some reason he cannot keep the ball in. And in the 17th minute, Jakob picks up the ball, not sure where to go, gives it to Gardner, plays a 1-2 with the brunt, comes back to Gardner, he shoots, Ruddy makes a save, but Darren Fletcher gets on the end of it. And we go 1-0 down at home to West Brom. Such a disappointing result because, well, obviously the game's not finished. John Ruddy made the save, then he couldn't get on the rebound, and Craig Gardner gives it to Solomon Rondon, and we go 2-0 down just before half-time. Solomon Rondon, who hasn't scored this season, gets his first goal of the season, yeah. there. Yes, it was a sweaty goal, but they all count. He nearly missed. He's obviously not having a good season. The fact that he nearly missed there was quite bad for him. But in the 50th minute, they would have another chance with Chris Brunt coming forward and shooting. And if he'd have scored there, that would have been game over. In the 67th minute, Nabil Bentaleb hassles his man and gets a goal back for us. In a quick highlight, 68th minute, Nabil Bentaleb doesn't have the pace to beat his man there, but he does have the tactical awareness, and when he turned, got the ball and slotted it into the back of the net. We're back in the game. In the 91st minute, Gary Hooper picks up the ball, gives it to Whittaker, probably 92nd minute around now, but because the ball's in the opposition half, the referee doesn't blow the whistle, chips it over towards Kennedy, who I brought on, Aloni from Chelsea, gets inside, gets in the box, and is hacked down in the box. So in about the 93rd minute, 1 minute over stoppage time, we win ourselves a penalty and a lifeline to get us back into the game. Who would take it? It would be the man covering for Mbokani, Gary Hooper. I gave him a chance. I hit the penalty. Unfortunately, it's in the orange, but for us, it's not unfortunate because Gary Hooper does score. We scored 2 goals, which is a surprise. I believe it's the joint best amount of goals we've scored in a game. First game of the season, we beat Palace 2-0, which was a good result. And now here, we've scored 2 goals. Unfortunately, conceded 2, so our defensive record is going out of the window. But hopefully, we can get more goals on the offensive front. So the game does finish 2-2. Not a bad result, considering we were 2-0 down. West Brom, if there was any team who deserved to win, it was West Brom, because our goal came basically over full time. So we see that Martin Olsen has suffered a bruised leg and will be out for 8 days. Here's the league table. If you did enjoy this episode of Norwich City Career Mode, leave a like and I'll see you